Hi everybody, this is Rita Holmes, independent demonstrator from Ohio with Stampin' Up! And I am bringing you another Simply Saturday card, and simply is because my cards are simple for Saturdays. And I'm just going to bring you something that's really simple this time. I mean, I have a hard time with simple cards. I like to do fun folds and all kinds of other stuff, and I save that for my videos on Tuesdays. And that's why I decided to start Simply Saturdays, because I wanted to do some simple things, because not everybody likes to do time-consuming cards and that like I do sometimes. So I'm just going to bring those to you here on Saturdays at 10:30, whether you're watching me on my Facebook group, my Facebook page, business page, or if you're watching me on YouTube. It's all the same. This is a pre-recorded video. I put it on all three floor mats, all three platforms. That was weird. And I do that so that I can reach a lot of people. So with saying that, I would like for you, if you could, to share my videos with other stampers and people that just like to craft. You know, we all like to do that. So I just want you to share the videos to do that. And I'm going to talk a little bit about Stampin' Up! Right now. We have some scrapbooking supplies that were close to my heart products. We have those on sale for 30% off while supplies last. I haven't checked to see what is still left in there, but you are more than welcome to go to my online store and see what is left. If you just saw a little streak come down my steps, that was my little cat. She has to come down and see what I'm doing all the time. Another thing is we're having a joining special. So if you've ever thought about joining Stampin' Up! And you haven't, and you don't have a demonstrator that you work with, I would love to be that person that you sign up under. You can join right now for $99, and you get $155 worth of stuff free. And, well, it's not free, it's $99, but you get... which you usually get $125 worth, so you get $30 more than what you usually do when you just regular signing up. And with that being said, our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine is $130, so this is a time, if you've wanted a machine and you haven't had it, this would be a time you could get it for $99, plus that's $130, and then you could pick out $20 more of other stuff. With that, you don't pay any shipping. All you do is pay the tax from the state that you live in, if they do collect sales tax. We also have our kits on sale, 30% off until the end of the month, so you've got a couple more weeks with that. I do have a host code that you'll be seeing when I turn my phone down. And if you don't have a demonstrator you order from, I'd love for you to place your orders with my on my online store, and that would be great. And if you do, use the host code if you would, but if you have an order over $150, don't use the host code, because then you can get your own rewards for a free product. And I think that that's all I have to say. I was sitting here thinking about that. I've been gone all evening. Went to my grandson's senior night football game. Had a great time, a lot of fun and stuff. I'm tired, but I want to get my video done because it needs to go out tomorrow, and I am always a last minute Lucy, so here I am at, what time? 10 to 11 at night, same time I was the last week, doing a video. So anyway, we are going to name this, I think it says probably card number 2. This is actually card number 3 that we are doing. It's Simply Saturday, card 3. I will have a picture of it and the dimensions on a PDF that you can go over to my Facebook group, which is Stamp Crazy VIP. Join the group and you can get any of the PDFs that I have over there for free. So I just wanted to let you know that. Now I'm going to turn the camera around, and as I do that, I'm going to also lower it a little bit. So let's turn it down, and you just saw my cord. I had to plug my phone in from using it so much. There we go. I think we're good. Let me, I hope I have my sound turned off. If not, I'm going to have to turn it off when I pull this video up. Let me check and make sure I have that done. I had it turned off, but it's always nice to make sure so you don't hear all the feedback from that. And let's see if it shows the video. It does. We are in business. And here is my card. Got everything a little crooked on here, I guess. But that's okay. I'm a little crooked. So, that is my card that we are going to do tonight. Very simple, very simple. And what I'm using, and I think my cat is going to get ready and walk across my stuff. And if she does, we will excuse her. She did come and sit down, as long as she sits down good. We are using the Country Woods paper, which has all different kinds of wood grains in it. I'll just pull this out a little bit to where you can see. It is a paper that's been in the catalog for a while. I don't have many. Here's a lot of scraps of it. I don't have much of it left because I do like it a whole lot. So we're going to be making that card. I am probably going to have to move my kitty. She is sitting over here on my cardstock. So come on, little girl. Yeah, I know. Here, come on. You have to get down a minute, okay? There you go. There you go. Sorry that made that look blurry, but I had to, like, get her out of the way. We should focus back up here in a second. That was weird. Whoa. Let me see why that blurred like that and stayed blurry. Come on, focus. There we go. We just had to get that back in focus. That was weird. Okay, here's what I'm using. A piece of cardstock with a Moxie footprint on it. So let's get that off of it. I think that's what that is. This is basic beige cardstock. And we are going to fold that in half. It's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, and folded in half. So like I said, this is going to be a very easy card. I have 2 pieces cut from the, this was a piece. Now I'm going to use different colors so that you, whoa, just a minute. My cat just had to knock something over. She's worse than having a baby. I used both of these pieces out of the Country Woods. This is cut 3 1/4 by 5.5. And I cut this one down to 3 by 5 1/4 because I like the edge all the way around it. I thought it looked a little bit nicer than what this one did. So that's what we're going to do with that. So before I do that, I'm going to take the stamp, and I'm going to use this large one from Changing Leaves. This is a, it's an online exclusive stamp set, and it has a hybrid, it's a hybrid as far as considering it has a embossing folder and dies that you can use together to cut out your dies, to cut out your stamps, and to use it with your embossing folder, which is a whole different ball game. And in fact, I might be doing a card Tuesday. I'm trying to think of what card I just did. I might be doing a card Tuesday on my YouTube or my Facebook Live with using the hybrid. But what I'm going to do now is just use the stamp. So I am just going to ink this up with my Pretty Peacock. It sure makes a lot of noise on that. Trying to make sure I get it all inked, and it's such a big stamp. I'm going to lay it down and do it this way. Make sure I get it. That way I can make sure we get all the little pieces stamped on it. So I am going to bring in, I I have my piercing mat here. I'm going to turn that paper over. I'm going to use that piece of scrap so I don't get it all over the piercing mat. And since it's a big stamp, and I see it's not inked good, right there in the middle of that leaf. And I am going to just stamp that in this corner. I'm going to hold that down a minute and let that ink just absorb into my paper. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to do another piece of, see how pretty that is? And doing that, I'm going to bring in my card base. And since it's light colored, I'm not going to put a piece of white in it. I'm just going to use it like that. And I'm going to ink this. And I don't have to get it all inked. I'm not going to use the whole stamp. But I'm going to come down in this corner and just put a little bit of the leaf on the inside of my card. So let's just get that color off of there because we're going to go to another color here real quick. And I did not do my, I'll have to stamp and do the little saying. I forgot I did not have that ready, my die cutting piece, but we'll do that in just 1 second. So this is going to go in here like this. So let's go ahead and glue this part down. Just go ahead. Just put a little bit of glue on that. Center this on this piece as best as we can, and then we're going to bring it over and put it on our card front. And we're going to bring that over, and where that smudge was, nobody will ever see Moxie's little print on there. I am going to trim that little bit off of the bottom. And that's what's nice so that's not seen. So let's set this one aside for a minute. Let's see. That was weird. Down because it had a little bad place in it. I didn't want that place showing. So I've got that cut down just a little bit. That doesn't hurt it. We'll do the saying in a minute. We're going to bring in another piece just because I want you to see the difference in these wood colors. And I'm going to bring in the Misty Moonlight for this one. We're doing the exact same card. Turn that over, make sure that I got I'm going to just push that down on that and bring that one in, and then I'm going to bring in my card base. And I'm therefore going to ink this stamp up one more time. Stamp off to one side, and I think I might have ink on my fingers. So we're going to put this leaf right here where that little ink smudge was. It's one thing about making cards. You can always find a way to cover up a mistake. Or almost always. I gotta say, not always. I'm cleaning my stamp, and it's a big one, so I take my chamois and hold on to it to clean it that away. I'm going to set those to the side. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm taking this piece that we used on this card, flipping it over, and I'm going to put it with this. I saw a card made something like this on Pinterest as I was scrolling through. I was actually looking at Christmas cards, and then how I got into fall cards from Christmas. You'd think I'd go the other way around, but that's what happened. So let's go ahead and fold our card base. We'll put this on here, and we're going to do 2 little sayings to put on the front, and then we'll add embellishments to the card, and that'll be done. I think these would make a great masculine card, and I'm going to show you by using different embellishments how it can look either very masculine, or it can look kind of more feminine. So I'm going to cut the 2 little pieces out that I need real quick. And I'm using, from the Changing Leaves dies, I'm using a little label. That's what I call it, a little label that they have in there. I'm using it to stamp on. So let's do that real quick. And you could, if you don't have die cut labels in that, you can always just cut your cardstock into rectangles or squares, or, you know, just notch them out. I do that a lot. I'll stamp, and then I'll just put maybe cut an angle out on each side to make it look kind of like a tag. But here's what the dies look like for that. So you can cut a lot of stuff out with it. I have ink all over my fingers. I do not know where that came from. Here's my host code. I forgot to put that out. Now we're going to take the stamp, and I am going to put on a little note to brighten your day. I think that's a nice little saying. A little note to brighten your day. And I'll lay these out on a straight line. Take my block. And I think I want a bigger block for that. We will take and do one in the blue. And, you know, with these photopolymer stamps, you don't have to press into that. You can just see your images get dark and use it that way. I will put this kind of straight here on my glass mat. And I have that. And then what I'm going to do is clean my stamp, because I have the green on it. I mean the blue. And I'm going to use the Pretty Peacock for the other one. So this is great paper to use on this kind of layout. You could do anything with this, though, with any kind of dies. Whatever suits your needs for a card, this is great to work with. And what I'm going to do with this, I'm just going to turn both of them over. I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back. And I like to use 3 because I like for it to be held up in the center of the card and not just on the side. So let's go ahead and pull these off. Okay, get a hold of the last one. Okay, this one goes right over here, and let's just add that to the card. And you can add that onto your card any place you want. And I'm going to show you the embellishments that I picked out to do these, and show you a little bit of difference of, and then I'm going to put this one right here. And on this card, I put these little, they're called adhesive back texture dots. Kind of has more of a manly look to it. And then I'm going to take on this one, I'm going to take and put some sequins on it. And I'm going to show you what that looks like and see if you think that might dress it up more for a woman's card, or you could still use it for a man also. So I'm just going to put two of those right there. And then let's take one and put over there. So there's that one, and I'll show you all three of these as we get them done. So we were on my host code and all that stuff. I tell you what, I have been so messy. I think I'm not as messy when I sit and stamp as I am when I stand and stamp. Does that make sense? It does to me. I'm going to put one there. And I think I'll put one here. And one maybe right here. So I have three on that. I don't really like that one at that top right there, so I'm going to peel it off. Hope it peels off fine, and we're going to take and put it maybe right here at the top. I like that much better. Doesn't look like it's sticking out so boldly. Let me move these things out of the way. Bring in all three cards and let you see. And you saw how fast that went. So are all those in line? I think so. So this is what I made. I used Wild Weed on it. I used Pretty Peacock on this one and Misty Moonlight on that. But I took all of the paper, came out of that Country Woods paper. And so therefore you have three cards. You can use them. You could make these into any kind of cards. Birthday cards, which you are amazing in every single way. I thought I could put a happy birthday in here. A little note to brighten your day. That could be a happy birthday. It could be just thinking about you or whatever. Same with this one. And I just added that stamp on the inside to bring my outside to my inside of my card. So there they are. That is all three cards. I hope you enjoyed them. That's another Simply Saturday. This is card 3. The heading might say card 2, and I didn't change it. I'm not really sure on that. But anyway, this is my 3rd week doing this, and so this is the 3rd card. And I just wanted to bring that to you and show you how nice it is with the leaves, especially with it being the fall time right now. Would make great cards to use for Thanksgiving. You could do a happy Thanksgiving, happy fall, whatever type of card like that. So I hope you can put it to use in the stuff that you do. And I'll be back next week for another Simply Saturday, which will be card 4 at that time. And I don't know what I'll bring, but I'm sure I'll bring something that's very simple for you to do. I hope you enjoy the videos, and please give me a thumbs up if you do. And or hearts, whatever you're on, hearts for Facebook and thumbs up for YouTube. And please share my video. I would really appreciate it. Have a blessed day and see you all next week. Bye.